Hey guys, happy Sunday. I am here to give the results of the 2 winners on my necklace video. So let's go ahead and dive in, and then I'm gonna show you how to do the necklace that I just made on my last video for my friend. And I figured, you know, why not just jump on here and we'll do it together. This is actually kind of covered in one of my other videos. I'm just adding a little something extra. So let's go ahead and dive in. All right, guys. So for the 2 winners, one of them is Gina Loves to Craft. Yay! Congratulations, girl. I will have my Instagram below, so please go ahead and go on there. If you're already on my Instagram, then just go ahead and DM me. And Gloria Scraps 2. Hey, girl. And she's the second winner, so we have 2 winners. It took me a while to go through all 5 videos to make sure that when I did random.org that the number is selected, that that person commented on every single, it is a process, guys. It's a process. So unfortunately, the random brought up 1 person. They only commented on 3 of the videos as opposed to all 5. So I had to redo it again. But those are the 2 winners. So it's Gina Loves to Craft, Gloria Scraps 2. Please DM me on Instagram with your home address, and then I will go ahead and package these guys up and send them to you. They are already packaged and ready to go. Okay, so thank you guys so much for following along. I appreciate all your comments. You guys are so freaking amazing. Like, each one of you are amazing. Every one of you was so kind to me, because by no means will I ever say that I'm some professional, because I am not. I've been doing it for many years, but it doesn't mean I'm a professional. And none of these ideas are necessarily originals. They are always inspired by many other people, whether it be at the store, whether it be on Instagram, whether it be on Pinterest, whether it be on YouTube, and all I do is recreate it for my own. So by all means, let's go ahead and dive in to what we're gonna make. Okay. Oh, really fast. I had 3 questions. Joyce wanted to know about the chain. I did have a lot of girls ask me about the chain. This is the chain that I use, guys, okay? So this is the Hobby Lobby chain. There is no SKU, so I can't give you a SKU, so sorry about that, Joyce. But it's called Fine Cable Chain, okay? And you get 6 yards of it, and there's the information at the bottom. I only get this one, it's 50% off. And this is the way it looks. I'm surprised I had one on a spool, because I take them off all the time. So that's that. I had, and then Joyce, I'm going to show you as far as when you're wire wrapping, how it is that you're breaking your bead. So I'll go over that. And where to buy crystals. Now, where I bought these was from Etsy, and it was from Planning with Aurelie. Now, she only had this as a one-time, guys. I'm so sorry. I can't link her information below for actually this. She has a planner store. She just happened to reach out to me and said her mom was selling these by the actual packages that were never opened. So, of course, I jumped in, and if you watched my videos, a lot of you went on there and purchased some as well. So, but you can go on Etsy, and you can just type in Swarovski crystals, and there are stores that are on there that sell. Just make sure you always read the comments and the reviews to see their experiences, only because I haven't, so I can't actually refer them. I do buy mine from downtown LA, and it's called the Bead Factory. It's either the Bead Factory or Bead Factory. So just go ahead and Google that. They do have an online, but they do not have very many things online like they do as if you were to go there. So, and that's where I buy my crystals. Now, the next one was by Shelly Webb, making lanyards. This is what I use for lanyards. Now, these are, I purchased from downtown LA. I use, this is like a cable cord. It's 3 strands wrapped into one is what makes this cord. It's called it fish wire. They've called it tiger wire. There's different names for these, but this is where when I go to downtown LA, so at least you'll know this is 0.15 in diameter. It's 100 feet long. It's called 3 strand because it's 3 strands that are wrapped into one. And maybe you can go there. There's a cablestrand.com. So there are 2 different names, but this is where I go to get them. You can find these at Hobby Lobby and Michael's. It just looks like a super skinny cable wire. And this is what I use when I do lanyards that are very long, because this holds up as opposed to the plastic ones. Those do not hold up the test of time. So that's my suggestion for you, Shelly. All right, now let's dive on to the necklace. So this right here, I just made, I wanted to do one for myself in blue. So this is what I did, and you see that they're very long and a lot of different metals. I chose to use a word bead in there, and it's says blessed on both sides. Those are purchased from Hildy and Joe from Joann's. And you'll see that on this one I also did do the larger jump ring as opposed to the floating heart. So you can use these if you have those. There's many things you can use as a connector. Okay, so this is what I made for myself, and we're going to do another one using blue beads as well, just mixing them up. I did mine on 20 inches. I wanted mine to hang. I also went ahead and added another little piece right here in the middle. So how fun is that? This one says believe, this one says blessed. So you just cut through the chain and then you just add one here. So you can add any type of bead you want. I just chose to put this little word bead just to break up the chain. So I super love how this came out. And then of course, you know, I add a little something on the chain, just wire wrapped a Swarovski crystal. This necklace looks amazing. Oops, I picked up the wrong one. Where is it? Here, with a bar necklace. The one I made for my friend, I had also did a bar necklace that I gave with it. And she put it on when I gave it to her, and it looked beautiful when you put the bar and then you put the long necklace with it. It looks so flipping cute. So I haven't finished this piece yet. I just got to add the chain, and it'll be ready to go with this one right here. So how fun is that going to be when you add a bar chain necklace along with this? It's going to be so cute. So this is what I made for myself, and then I'm going to do another one with you guys. Again, we're going to do this on a 20-inch chain, because these you like to hang long as opposed to short, but it's totally and completely up to you how you want it to fit onto your neck or whomever you may be making it for. Also too, I just on the side, guys, I did these cute little angels. Are these not adorable? These little angel wings, I don't remember if they're from Michael's or Hobby Lobby. It's from one of the two, but look at how tiny these beads are. That's like a 4mm bead with a 6mm bead. Super tiny with a little daisy spacer on top, or you can use a bead cap on top. So you see right here, I used a tiny little bead cap, and then I did a bead cap on the bottom. So these are two different ways. This one right here is wire wrapped. This one right here is just one loop. So you can make your little angels however cute you want. And these are, I just made these dangles because they were just happened to be right there. So I'm like, let's make a couple dangles. So it's a total sidetrack, guys. So I have them laid out right here. I am using a combination of 1-inch eye pins, 1-inch head pins, and then I mostly used, I keep telling myself when I go to Hobby Lobby to pick up more of these. These are 3-inch head pins. So I need to get some 3-inch eye pins with the loop at the bottom. I keep forgetting to do that because I have to make my own because I keep forgetting. So these are the ones I used as well. So for instance, right here, this is one of the end pieces I'm going to be making. These are from Michael's, and I've had them for a very long time. So you'll see this is a super long pin. I don't need the whole thing, but I am gonna save this. Remember I told you don't throw away your pieces that are left. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. And I'm gonna do all of these first, and then we'll put them together, okay? So since this one's already done, we're gonna go ahead and cut off. Now Joyce, where the problem is that as far as you, when you're hitting your stone, you're probably cutting too much. So that's one of the ways is you're making it too short, then you don't have enough to make a loop, okay? So, or if that's not it, then the other one is when you're making your loop, you got to remember your loops get up here, they get bigger. So you want to make the loops smaller if you only have a little piece here, okay? So for instance, like watch when I turn this, I keep turning, right? And you can see right there, is it gonna hit the bead if I keep turning it? Or is it gonna hit the metal, okay? And if it does, all you do is you turn this back, bend it towards yourself, and then you're gonna turn this again. And then you're gonna turn this back, and then you close it again, and then it'll end up reaching. So what you do, okay, I gotta hold this all the way through. And then we just go ahead and close it off, so that it butts up to the bead. These right here are very easy. The bicone glass or Swarovski or glass, they're very easy to break if you do it too tight, okay? So you gotta be very careful. So this is how the one piece looks, okay? The next one, oops, it fell off. Okay. The next one right here, we're gonna put this back on here. I chose to go ahead and do it, okay, edit it this way, like this, okay? These right here are for Michael's. Okay, so it's a mixture of beads. These beads right here are from Hobby Lobby, and they are from Color Gallery, okay? All right, so then we're gonna go ahead and cut this off. Okay, this looks about right. We're gonna get our round nose pliers, and then we're gonna turn it all the way, a little at a time, and you can see if it's gonna hit the metal or if it's gonna hit the bead. And it looks like it's gonna be a super snug fit. So then I take this, turn it towards me, then I bend. Okay, so you see it opens it up some more, and that's how you want it. I'm not going to close it off because I still need to connect these. All right, so the next one I did is going to be just a simple bead like this. This is also from Color Gallery from Hobby Lobby. These were on clearance this week. I literally just got this yesterday. I think it was like $1 something, so I grabbed them. Okay, this right here is going to be super snug because I'm using a 1-inch eye pen. Okay, and it's super, super snug, so that means this loop is going to be smaller. Okay, this got bent a little bit, so we're going to bend it back. We're going to leave it open because we're going to connect it. This right here, this is a beautiful glass bead. There we go. I'm sorry, my camera isn't auto-focusing. And we're going to leave this plain. So I have my mixed of my metals, and then I have some that I just keep plain, just to mix it up. Okay, so this is a 1-inch eye pen. And then we're just going to, this one I had plenty of space, so I wasn't too worried about that. Oh gosh, an ambulance is going to come, guys. I can hear them. So sorry in advance. As soon as it hits over here, you know, it's going to get real loud. All right, then I have my next setup. So this is going to be my end piece right here. This is what I chose. This bead is from Michael's. I always buy filigree beads whenever I see them. Okay, then I have a daisy spacer, which are these little flower spacers. You can get those from Michael's. And then just my Swarovski crystal, and it happened to fit perfectly on this because I already pre-cut one of these 3-inch pins. Oops. All right. So I figured, you know what, because I already did one of these necklaces, but I only showed it with one strand. So I figured, you know, let's just jump on here and we'll just do 2 of them together. So for those of you that stick it out, thank you. Or you could have easily just, all right, I just wanted to hear who the winner was and I'm out. That's okay. Oh no, we're gonna close that off. And that would be okay too. Okay, so here is the next one that I did. So I have a bead cap. I have one of those big glass beads, a bead cap, and just another little metal finding from Hobby Lobby. Another bead cap that's smaller, another glass bead from Hobby Lobby. And then this right here, these are the ones that I made these bracelets out of that are stretchy bracelets. And these are from Joann's. And I believe it's Hildy and Joe for these beads as well, okay? Now we're gonna go ahead and cut off the piece we don't need. Oops. All right. And then we are going to close this one off. So it's just making a bunch of loops, these right here. It's like you're making your own chain. Okay, which is perfect. We're not gonna close that off. And then we're gonna do the next one, which is this really pretty filigree ball. Make sure when you do these, because sometimes it's very easy to stick it through a different hole, so you want to make sure you stick it through the right one. Because look at, you see how that was right there? I didn't even notice that until right now. It needs to be in that one. So just be careful that when you do these, that you put it through the right one. I can't tell you, there's times I've completed my jewelry and I noticed that I did that all wrong. I was so butthurt because you have to start over. You have to break it up, do it again. But the good thing is it's just this one section. Okay, so we have, it's through the right hole here, through the right hole there. Good. Then we have this little tiny component, which is the glass one. These are the square spacers. These are from Michaels. Okay. And then we're going to close this one off. So you just want everything to be different, and it's kind of like asymmetrical when I do these. They will not be even on both sides. One will be longer than the other, and they will all be in the same color palette, but beads will be mixed up differently. Okay, this is from Michaels as well. So for me, it's like any time I see beads on sale, even though I'm not there for that, I buy them. So here we go there. And also too, I wanted to suggest these right here, it's always, if you know how to wire wrap, that's always the best way to go. Unless you know the head pins or the eye pins that you use, make sure that it's a very good wire. If you bend it and it bends too easy, like it's super pliable, don't use it for this. That's really meant for wire wrapping. The ones that are gauges where they're tougher, like they're harder to bend, those are the ones that you want to use for this type of stuff, so that the one loop will support everything it's holding on to. If the wire, like these right here, these ball ones that I got, if I use this for these, it's too pliable, it's too bendable, because this is perfect for wire wrapping. So you just got to make sure what it is that you buy to do this with. Okay, because not every wire is intended for the same thing. Okay, so we have the two. One side is going to be longer than the other. So let's start connecting them. I will not be using jump rings on these. I'm connecting them straight to the other one. Okay, so sorry guys if this video is a smidge longer than normal, but I wanted to jump on here. I figured, well, why not? Let's just do this together if you have nothing else to do on Sunday. So for me, I figured, you know what? I had to, I did my Bible study today. That'll be ready for when I go to Bible study next Monday. It's homework is what that is. So I finished that and I was like, you know what? I need to do this video. So let's go ahead and, you know, just do this because I really wanted to make one of these for myself. So I figured we'll just jump on camera and if you guys want to be entertained. So see, you have these moving pieces. Okay. Then we're going to add the next one. Okay, to this one. You want to always make sure that the closures on here are very snug, that there's no gap, because they will come undone. Okay. And the next one. Did I close this one off? Let's see. Right. This was the one that I had to make kind of snug because it was just a 1 inch. Wait, that's opened. Let's do this side. So the loop on it is smaller. It's harder to hold the bead. Okay, that's not gonna work, so let's just open it up more. Alright, should have just did that in the beginning. Alright, so now we're gonna close this off. Actually, I think it is, yeah. Okay, so then we have this one piece done already. And remember, guys, it doesn't have to be that long. It's completely up to you how long you want these to be. I like it extra. I can't help it. So we're going to put this next one on. Make sure it's metal to metal. Do this up here. Make sure it's closed off. All right. So we have that closed off. This one. I'm gonna add this bead. So that's why you just do all your connecting pieces first. Lay them next to each other. See how, you know, you like it. trying to make sure that these are like bent and metal to metal, because there's times I've made mistakes and I've not done that, and a piece of the section will pop off. Okay, now we're going to go to the next one, and we're going to add this one. These are really fun to do because there's really no rhyme or reason. There doesn't have to be a pattern to how you do it. So you'll see right here, this is the length of this one, and you'll see this one is not as long as this one. That's exactly how I want it. I'm going to use this larger jump ring, and I do apologize in advance. I do not know the measurement of this one, but it is the larger gauge one that they have at Hobby Lobby, along with the 6mm heavy gauge. Just make sure that this is not a flimsy thin one. You need this to be a heavier gauge if you're going to use one of these, or you could use the floater heart, you know, that I did on the previous one I showed you. You could totally do that as well. There's a lot of things that you can use for a connector. So we're going to add these straight onto here, like that. Then we're going to add the jump ring, the second jump ring. Those two are going to hold the chain, okay? Make sure those are butting together. And then we're going to open up one of these. And then we're going to, I already pre-cut the chain, the 20 inches I preferred to have. And I'm not going to add the section that I did on the other one for the word bead that I had. I'm not going to do that on this one specifically. Okay, we're going to open up this one, and we're going to add the other end of the chain. Okay. And then we have both of these. So you see how they are on here. This is how it looks. Okay, and then this is how it'll hang. That is just so yummy to me. Like, I'm just so dead right now. This is so flipping fun. I love it. All right, and then this end right here. So what I do is I put the necklace upside down, and then I hold the chain all the way like this to go to the very end. And then I look for the center. And then that is where I cut. Okay, that's how I do it. Okay. And then I go ahead and get my 2 6mm jump rings, the heavier gauge. And then this is just kind of where I add the clasp on these. Okay, so we just put it at the very end. We're gonna add the lobster claw. Actually, let's see if I have a pre-made dangle right here. Why I do. And then we're gonna add the lobster claw. And close that off. And we're gonna open up the next jump ring and add it to here. I'm not gonna add the extender on here, guys. So you can always add that 1-inch extender I showed you how to do, if you want to do that. But I'm not, because it's already pretty long. And then we just close it off. Bada bing, bada boom, guys. So you'll see that's the one we just did. Here's the one that I did for myself. I don't know, who knows, I might switch it up and keep this one. But you'll see how these two right here, but then let me scoot this up. It is longer because of this heart. I really loved this heart. I wanted to use this heart. So you just have to find the 2 things that you like at the very end that works for you. And then that's what you put. So these were a ton of fun to make, guys. I hope you feel inspired and that you do it. And thank you so much for you guys who've recently subscribed to my channel, and just for you guys being really kind to me. I really appreciate it. It gives me the mojo to keep on doing this for you guys. So thank you again. I hope you guys had an amazing and blessed weekend, and I will see you guys very soon. And I will be working on the bracelets, don't worry. All right, see you guys later. Bye.